everybody, Dacob here. Welcome back to the Fashion Bunker. Today's a very special video. It's not a review because I've already done a review, actually in depth, and another review, like 2 reviews already on this fragrance. And I'm dressed in leather for the occasion because I'm doing a comparison and just a little bit of a kind of a focusing, let's see, putting more into perspective, Chanel's Cuir de Russie. Now look at the difference of these 2 bottles. This is crazy. And I've hunted down a vintagey, well, none of them is vintage yet because these bottles, as we know, were in circulation since the 2000 and somethings. But this is a newer one. Well, this one is relatively old. Well, depends because Chanel repeats its code numbers. This is batch code 8902. The more yellowy, like the ambery color. And this one is 5601. This one was more exposed to warm light. This one wasn't. This is the one that I got for my birthday last year for my mom. And this one I hunted down secondhand. So you can see it's used a little, but okay. I want to just, to show you guys what it means when a fragrance has a lot of, there are aldehydes in here, there are synthetic materials and ingredients in there, but there are also natural things in here as well. And this is what happens to a fragrance. Let's put it in different light contexts so you can see. This is what happens to a fragrance when it's, exposed to light or heat or what have you. And also just like it ages, naturally. It's so beautiful. Like both colors are beautiful, but the darker one, well, let's see, shall we? And I'm also going to talk to you about, so if you want to check out the review of Cuir de Russie, I shall post it in the description box down below so you could check out the longer video with all my kind of dreamy atmospheres of it. Wait, do I have anything? What did I wear today? I don't know. Okay. Oh my God. Okay. Okay. Heaven. What can I tell you? Both are heaven. Both are eau de toilette, eau de toilette, eau de toilette, not eau de parfum. I do not like the eau de parfum. The opening of Cuir de Russie eau de parfum is fascinating, deep, but the dry down is a mess. It's interesting. I was talking to my Chanel essay, and I was told that a lot of customers are complaining about the eau de parfums. Good, keep it up because that might mean that something's going to have to change. And also, a lot of the essays are that are into the Les Exclusives are just not really liking that much the eau de parfums. So I hope there's wind of change coming soon. But anyway. The older bottle is thinner glass as well as the newer. Like there's a little bit of a slight variation. It's a minimal variation in the glass. This is something that only I notice, I think, because I'm so anal about these things. But let's get to the smell. So, both of them are so beautiful. This one, you get more the hay. So if you hunt down an eau de toilette that has more of a kind of a light yellowy color, you're going to get more of that hay leather, slightly pissy hay leather in the opening, which I adore. I know some people don't like, but I love it. Here, you get more leather, more smoky leather in the opening note. It's more suede-y, smoky. This could be a tabacky leather. This one is more aldehyde-y, crystalline, and this one is more rough. This one is more lipsticky, if you may, and more raw, if you may, and smoked up as if, a barnyard burned and then what's left over after the rain that still might have a hint of a fire that was there. That's this one. This one is more, up there. But of course it is because it's newer. So still the top notes are more sparkly, This one also has the top notes still intact. However, it's descending. it's deeper, and it's definitely more reminiscent and closer to what Cuir de Russie used to be. I mean, probably very different from what Cuir de Russie was in the 20s. I mean, it's a fragrance from 1924, let's not forget. But nevertheless, both of them together are still magical. All of this, why does Dacob film all this? Because I want to tell you, no matter which one of the two kind of colors you find, they're both good. They're both authentic. They both smell incredible, slightly different. Of course, the more you have, the better. I mean, I'm crazy about these fragrances, so I'm just going to keep hunting them down for the rest of my life. It's just a thing. They are a part of my life. I was devastated when Chanel announced the discontinuation of the eau de toilettes. I just love them to pieces. I also love the Pure Parfum of Cuir de Russie, but the eau de toilette, I mean, I love the Pure Parfum. And thank God they're still producing the Pure Parfum of Cuir de Russie. But the eau de toilette has something slightly more vulgar and slutty about it, which I adore, you know what I mean? Now, let's get... Oh, God, I can't stop smelling it. Okay. I'm high on Cuir de Russie. Guys, okay, listen. Wait, let me just... I hate this chair. I have to get a higher chair. I'm sitting on basically 50 pillows to, like, elevate myself. Listen. Cuir de Russie is not the first Russian leather, that's the name translated in English, Russian leather. It's not the first Russian leather fragrance ever invented or ever created. So it's not like Chanel was the first to create a fragrance called Cuir de Russie. But it is one of the first, if not the first. Now, I don't have all the knowledge of all the fragrances ever created in the past 20s or 10s of French society or world society, so I cannot tell you. But I do know, I can't tell you if Chanel was the first, I cannot say that, but it was definitely one of the first to have created Cuir de Russie as a fragrance for women. Because Cuir de Russie, everything leather and Russian, was always related to men. It was always very male, a very male-dominated name for a very male-centered, leathery tabac, the tobacco. You know, like Blanche Devereaux would say, tobacco, was very much for men. Well, here comes Chanel and tells us no. And that's the genius. That's the revolution. That's the innovation. You know what I mean? She said, I'm going to twist it up a little. Oh my God. Oh, they're so incredible. And I'm going to add a bit of rose in there, a hint of flower here and there, because, you know, we have this cliche that flowers only for women, whatever. Anyway, I'm going to create this masculinity in a bottle and market it for women because I can. Because I'm an orphan that has battled my way through losing not having anything and coming on top of the world, because I have proven to women that they have dignity, rights, and power. I have cut my hair to a garçon haircut. Again, allegedly not the first one, but she liked to say that she was the first. I'm the one that wears male English jackets and pants and styles them being a woman. So this fragrance is mine. And it's for all women. Now, and that is revolutionary to me. That sort of statement of saying gender is irrelevant. We all are equal. We all prove ourselves not by what we have in our underwear or under our shirts, but we prove ourselves by what we have here and what we have here. Now, today's marketing of the Les Exclusives Cuir de Russie is non-existent. Chanel does not invest one penny in marketing, actually. You know, they're happy probably when somebody like me makes a video about this, you know, not sponsored, just out of my own goodwill and passion and love. Oh my God, I'm so itchy here. Sorry, guys. Out of my own passion and love for the fragrance and for the product. But there is no ad campaign for Les Exclusives or Cuir de Russie. There was back in the past, in the 50s, you know. But since the 80s, when Lagerfeld brought back the original 4 Les Exclusives before all the others kicked in, no ad campaign really. Number 22 was still back in the 80s sold in American in cosmetic stores or perfumeries all over the place. So, and it was usually, I still have a bottle that says made in the USA, not even made in France. But anyway, different story. However, if you go online and you read about on Chanel's website, their e-commerce, their online shop, if you read about Cuir de Russie, it's going to tell you that, feminine, this and that, and blah, blah, blah. And a lot of people have been complaining about it. They've been writing me like, Dacob, what gives? Why doesn't Chanel just acknowledge the fact, the company, Chanel just acknowledge the fact that this is a unisex fragrance? It should be marketed that way. Isn't Chanel's marketing strategy obsolete and dated? And I'm like, yeah, for most of the things they do, yes. Not for everything. This one in particular must stay marketed for women. Now you're like, what the hell is he saying? He always says that perfumes are genderless. Why would he say such a thing? Yes, perfumes are genderless. And yes, men and women alike, whoever wants to should use Cuir de Russie. But why do I stress on the point of wanting Cuir de Russie to remain marketed and targeted towards women? Because that's the essence of Chanel. I wanted to stay marketed towards women because Chanel wanted the woman to know it's okay to wear this fragrance. It's okay to be strong. It's a testament with the word feminism. Listen, a lot of people complain about it, that it's an abused word by big brands and this and that. And I also don't like extremes in that, respect. So let's not say feminism. Let's just say liberty of any gender. But in particular, she freed a lot of the notions that we take for granted today. She was a pioneer back in her day, in the 10s and the 20s. What she achieved as a woman was rare, almost impossible for a woman coming from a non-existent family, an orphan, from an orphanage, nuns. She built an empire. And so still today, to hold that little precious heritage piece of history of Chanel by marketing Cuir de Russie, which she wanted women to wear. To market it for women is a statement. It's a political statement still today. And God knows with the political environment we're living in at the moment, with all these sick regulations that are changing, with this kind of fear we have that a lot of rights will be taken away from women. The climate, more than ever, needs a dominant presence of a fragrance that's called Russian leather for women by Chanel. You know what I mean? That is such a powerful statement, and that's why the marketing should stay that way. Marketed towards women. Of course, women are happy. Women are happy to share this fragrance with men. But it's nevertheless a fragrance that Chanel wanted very specifically to be marked as for women. And I think that is really beautiful because it breaks a lot of taboos. It breaks a lot of notions of gender. You see, it's almost a paradox because we're doing kind of inverse psychology here. I'm telling you perfumes are genderless. Yes, they are. But at the same time, I'm telling you it's good that this one is marketed towards women. Even it being a genderless fragrance, it's beautiful that now, even more so than in the past, years, that a woman knows, no, I can wear it and I will wear it. And I can wear whatever I want, no matter what name it has and no matter how deep and leathery and intense it is. Should I only wear flowers? Is that what men have labeled, I love high heels. I love how they look. I love the aesthetic of them. But there's a fetish aspect to it that restrains motion. And in a way, it's limiting to a body, whether it be male or female, wearing a high heel. It's beautiful to see. Yes, I do fall for that aesthetic and that fetish, but of the object. Now, technically, we can only fetishize an inanimate object. Humans can't be fetishized, as per kind of dictionary description. But anyway, before I digress, let me just finish slightly the heel issue here. This kind of restraint, like, okay, so we have to be burdened with these like kind of tight tailleurs, and we have to wear the heel, and we have to, butts out and breasts out, and we have to kind of always lure in the man We're always physically reduced. We're reduced. We're objectified. And this one breaks that pattern. You know what I mean? I smell the 20s. Mind you, Chanel in the 20s, with her Slavic influences, with her discovery of the jersey, which was, jersey back in the day. Today we say jersey, we think cotton. Back in the day, jersey was actually a wool based material. We think of jersey, and she freed the woman in movement, and so she did also in thought. And that thought is what means the world to me. So think about that next time you dig into the history and you smell Cuir de Russie. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please don't forget to subscribe to my channel here on YouTube. I'm also on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. Don't you ever give up on love. Love you guys. See you soon. Take care. Bye.